Hey friends, this is a different kind of video for me. I haven't done everything I've made in a specific amount of time type of video. So this is everything I've made in September, and just follow along for the ride. There's a lot in this video. Those were my spooky Spoopy and Boo sets, and I made some novelty crochet hooks that were a hit. This color changing crochet hook, I actually use a clover hook for it, and it's my absolute favorite. I made myself a necklace, and that's another novelty crochet hook that was a hit, immediately sold. Here are some more color changing crochet hooks that I made. These are double-sided, and that I just thought that was a really cool feature. My stellar math student and my little preschooler tested negative for COVID. Thank God. This is another novelty crochet hook. It's candy corn, of course, and then Piggy, which changes color in the sun. We went to Daiso and the kids got these adorable little candy gummy sets. One looked like sushi, the other looked like donuts. I felt really cute on this day. I filmed a podcast with Jen from Making, and that's available. I'll link it in the description below. I got this really cute cup from Not Bad Brit, and you can get your own. She has other merch as well, like tote bags and stickers and such. But yeah, I absolutely love this cup. I use it all the time. I was very much feeling adorable on this day, so please enjoy my little moment of filming myself. I literally was just filming myself drinking water, like so random, but I don't know, when you feel cute, you feel cute. Am I right? I've been really into like ridiculous socks these days, and this is just one of my little outfits from during the week. I wanted to do like a daily outfit thing, but I literally forgot every day after that. I'm trying to kick my butt into gear into filming consistently, and I think the main way to do that is to just jump in and start. And so what better way than to start with what I'm doing right before I film. I did not get much sleep last night. Right now I am off to pick up Renee. She has a part day preschool, so she's only gone in school for 3 hours. I'm not so good at holding this phone for vlogging, but yeah, she's only gone for 3 hours for school. So I drop her off, and literally 2.5 hours later, I'm turning my back around to get her. So that's what I'm gonna go do now.
Sometimes he says, I don't see this anymore because I'm
What you got?
donuts.
Now, I didn't finish this Froggy in the month of September, but I finally, I needed to ship it off to its recipient. I made it for my friend Ayn. She's obsessed with purple, and she is not afraid to frog. She totally needed her own little frog. This is made with yarn that she dyed, and what better way to create a personalized frog for a yarn dyer by using their own hand-dyed yarn. I jazzed this one up with some beads, and she's just adorable. I'm going to be writing up this pattern because I love the eyes being up top, and the fact that there's only one set of eyes is really cool. So yeah, I'm going to write this pattern up for sure. Here's a snippet from the podcast that I filmed for the month of September. Okay, my third finished object is a top that I designed and released over the summer. It's called the Hot Mesh Express, and I don't have it with me because I wore it last week, so it needs to be washed. But I will show some pictures of it and
I'll just letting me get in the video.
I'll show some pictures of it and I'll cut away. Then I did my thing and I added my section onto the Traveling Earth Scarf. This is a collaborative project put on by Shoba of Serendipitous Wool. All of the yarn here is hand dyed by Shoba, and there are 12 makers, one for each month of the year. I did the design for the month of October, and yeah. This is my pretty little section here on the end. It's blue and green. I have been rocking hot pink nails a lot lately. It's just been my color these days. I got some boucle yarn from the Frosted Stitch. This is hand dyed by Krista. She made a collection called Millennial, and this specific color, it's chartreusey lime green, and it's called the Fresh Prince, and it really stood out to me, so I had to grab some. I'm just hand winding it because I don't want to use my Swift and Winder. Specifically with boucle, I feel like a Swift and Winder might be a little too aggressive for this yarn. Not that the yarn is like overly delicate, I just don't want to add stress to the yarn. I want it to be wound kind of like a loosely or in a relaxed way. So yeah, I just wound it by hand. Can't beat it. I made some really cute characters inspired by cartoons that I love. You should totally follow me on TikTok if you're not following me already. I film pretty random stuff on there, but just kind of testing the waters to see what the TikTok algorithm wants from me. It's pumpkin spice season, and this is my time to shine. Let me know in the comments if you are team pumpkin spice or not. I really have no idea what this critter is, but I thought it was pretty cool. So I filmed it.
Doesn't go even all the way up
It's
there.
just inching along, and honestly,
Ooh, why are you getting so close?
I should probably look it up and see what it is because I've seen a couple of these outside my house.
Ooh. You see, I see it.
He's going so fast.
I made a ton of swatches in DK Weight yarn. I really have big plans for them. A lot of designs that I've been wanting to make are just they're just sitting in my head, just waiting to be made. So I figured I'd start with a bunch of swatches. In my latest podcast, I talk about my plans for these swatches, but basically the goal is to make some staple wardrobe items for myself and also make designs in that process. I'll be making a vest, a pullover, I'll be making a turtleneck, and then a regular pullover as well, and a cardigan. So, quite a few items, but I figured just starting with the swatches will put me in the right track. A lot of the stitches that I'm leaning on these days are half double crochet and double crochet stitches. I made some really cute ribbing here, and it's reversible, so that's going to be incorporated into the designs either like as the cuffs or the necklines. However, it will be in the designs. Swatching while watching Sleepy Hollow because it's that time of year. cannot stress how much I love spooky movies. And just the classics, you know. I have to rewatch most of the classics almost every year. When I make swatches, I always block them because the finished garment is going to be blocked. The finished item will be blocked. So it just makes sense to block my swatches as well. This ribbing is created using half double crochet stitch and half double slip stitch. It's just a really cute and bouncy ribbing, and it comes out almost looking knit-like. Not that I need my crochet ribbing to look like knit. My knit is my knit and my crochet is my crochet. You feel me? So like I don't need it to look knit, but it just looks very polished. It makes a really good look for necklines, cuffs, you know, bottom edges of things. So yeah, it's really good. I love it. The hook that I'm using here is, of course, a color changing hook that I created myself. I'm doing the herringbone stitch here, by the way, but besides that point, this hook is made with a clover hook as the base, and if you didn't already know, clover hooks are my absolute favorite crochet hook brand. I've tried quite a few different brands, and so far none have compared as far as being very smooth, being very comfortable to work with, easy to use with splitty yarn, that kind of stuff. So I highly recommend Clover. And ideally, I would love for the hooks that I create to all be made with Clover. It's kind of an expensive wish, but this is something that I've been kind of considering, seeing that Clover are my favorite hooks. So I'm not quite sure how I would go about that, but I'm gonna keep looking into it. I've swatched for every design that I have coming, and here are my herringbones. I'm ready. Herringbone single crochet variations. At the bottom is herringbone single crochet. Middle is herringbone single through the back loop only. Top is front loop only. Hey y'all, I just wanted to do some vlogging. It has been a long time since I've done something like this. I took a trip to the Dollar Tree and I got my son some tracks and some little cars, and I had a lot of fun with them myself. Later that afternoon, after I picked the kids up, we went to the park. This is a typical afternoon for us. I typically sit down on a blanket and pull out my knitting or crocheting, whatever I'm working on at the time, and I watch them play. It took me a while to get set up on this day because I grabbed my project bag like kind of in a rush, and I didn't even check to see exactly what was inside. So I was missing a few things, a few essentials like the hooks that I needed, but I did have one project that I could work on. So once I found all the pieces to that, I was able to get started. I am always down for some color changing action, and right here I found one of my color changing hooks, and I decided to just bask in the sunshine and enjoy the process of watching
In the sun.
it change color. It's so fun. Like it does not ever get old.
Yeah, I said it in the car.
It doesn't get old.
No, I said it when we were here.
Renee is totally not impressed. Like, the only thing she's concerned with right now is this can of Pringles and the fact that she has it all to
so that was
herself.
me.
This is me desperately looking for the hook that I needed for that project. I wanted to work on my Hot Mesh Express, which is in this pink bag. It is a little different than the one that is on the pattern. This one is made with stretchy yarn, and because of the stretch, I went up a couple of hook sizes. So instead of using the 3.75 millimeter as called for, I'm using a 5 millimeter. I've got another color changing item here, so I'm just loving it. It's a little teddy bear.
I don't think I have the right hook for this project, though. Was that a burp? Are you eating like 5 chips at a time?
That's a real Whole Foods bird. That's what it is.
Though I bring projects with me almost every time, I rarely actually work on them. I realized that I don't have the hook for this project, so I couldn't work on it while we were at the park.
What's that noise?
Cramps.
Mom, what's that noise? A bird?
Yeah.
Oh, because it's sunny?
Mm-hmm.
Cooper and owls sleep on trees.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of tree at the park. And the tree that's not at the park. Mommy.
Where's the top?
On the TV. It's fine if we don't have the top.
Yeah. All right, which project am I going to work on today? I was saying, which project am I going to work on today? All right, I guess I'm going to start my sweater. Because I don't have the right hook for this one. And I can use that hook for my sweater. So I'm just gonna put these.
So at McDonald's, you have to be able to cook food.
Oof,
On top.
I am feeling it. Cramping.
I can make a bacon burger. Yeah.
Really, Mar?
You'll need oil, and you'll need to buy raw bacon, and you'll need to fry the bacon.
You don't use oil to fry bacon. You just put bacon.
Cook it.
You just
You
put
need to
bacon on the
cook it.
pan and
Cook
it lets oil
Cook
out.
it. Cook it. Still, I put some. I have to make the gravy. Alright, don't think you guys are hired. Next Bob, what did you say?
What do you want, chips?
What's in the grimace cake?
Butter? Where's your water? Why are your hands so dirty?
Because of those
You
chips.
guys are hired. You'll get paid $19
It's the salt chip.
2 minutes.
It is from the chips.
Okay, I'm gonna have to stop these cramps before I keep filming.
And it had a face cam on. Like all you have to do is select face cam and then yeah.
Ty taught me on Google because I was like trying to look up something. And he goes, you could just take a picture of it and then it'll tell you. I was like, that makes it easier.
Like the reverse image search?
yeah. like, oh.
I did that the other day because I had like a total brain fart and I couldn't remember what a puffin was. Like I saw the bird, but I couldn't remember what it was called.
Is it like a penguin-ish?
Yeah, and so I was like Googling, like I saw a picture of the puffin and I was like, what is that bird called? And I could not remember. And I went through all the bird names that start with P. Okay, pelican. What?
I mean, not Coco. Jackson's house today?
Not today, no. Because after this, I'm going to be working.
So am I.
Yeah, after this, I mean, I'm working right now, honestly. But no.
I don't usually choose to start projects while we're out the house because in the beginning of a project, I need to focus. I actually ended up working pretty far on this and then having to rip back because I skipped a stitch. And I just cannot have a hole in an area where I'm going to see. This is going to be the neck to my turtleneck. And I can't have a hole in that. But yeah, I silenced the video because we're just chit-chatting about nonsense and none of that stuff really is important for here. But I'm just crocheting away and relaxing and having a good time while the kids play and hang out with their friends and eat snacks. The other mom that I'm chit-chatting with here and hanging out with, she has a daughter that's the same age as my oldest daughter, and she has a son that's just a year older than my oldest son, and they all get along really well. Cool thing about them as well is their kids are very respectful and they interact with all of the kids. So even though Lamar and Renee are much younger, they all interact with each other and play games and get along really well. So they're one of the families that we like to hang out with a lot outside of school, outside of school activities. We hang out at the park, we go to their house. Eventually I'll have them come by ours and entertain. One of the things that I love about being able to crochet while I'm out and about is later on when I'm wearing the item, I think about all the times I was crocheting, all the places that I took the project, and the project ends up being like a little piece of all those places.
Hey, she's sitting on my yarn.
What the heck?
Wait, where did it go?
Sophia, you still go to the park?
It's
on
under your
Monday?
leg.
No?
I haven't opened the park in a while.
Yeah, because it used to be like minimum
Monday, Wednesday,
days.
Friday or something.
But
You used to always go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right?
Get
Or
back
Monday,
up.
Wednesdays at least.
It was Monday,
Coco,
Wednesday,
come.
and Friday.
Yeah.
No, we used to go on Mondays most of the time.
I know, but they changed the schedule.
I know since I went to middle school,
Yeah, we're gonna head home in just a few minutes.
I come home an
Why
hour
do we
late,
bring
2
a
hours
lot of
late.
snacks?
yeah.
Why did we bring
You're
a
at
lot of
Madison?
snacks?
Yeah, he doesn't get home until
Mom, why
after
did we
4.
bring
Do you
a
have a wood shop?
lot
You take
of
wood shop? You do? What's your teacher's name? Yeah, she's at her and her family
Okay.
do the sprouts at the farmer's market in Vista.
Oh, okay.
So we were talking to her because I was talking, cause she's pregnant, right? She's pregnant, yeah.
No. Oh my god.
Actually, her leash is stuck on her.
Good, so she's secured. There we go.
I always like to pet dogs.
Me too.
Yo, I'm moving.
You know, with dogs that are strangers, you always have to ask them to make sure. Coco loves you guys. She loves you.
In the grass. Crocking with my crochet. I am filming a video for you too.
In the evening, I managed to find some time to put some rows in on this project, and I've made a lot of progress. I'm loving how it's working up so far, so stay tuned. I took the car to get washed and I felt a little cute, so I did this selfie video. I had to swing by the Dollar Tree to grab a couple of things, and I love to look in their craft section because it changes almost every time I'm in there. There's something new, or almost every time I'm there I realize I missed something. So I thought these were pretty cute. I don't need them, but maybe somebody else can do something with them. This whole section has really cute knickknacks, and if you're into quilting, you might like these little fabric scraps. I thought that this acrylic phone stand was pretty cool. It's like a dry erase type of situation. I came home with some nail tips and I decided to put them on. And about halfway through, I realized, okay, it's time to go get the kids. I promised them a trip to Daiso. So this is us checking out snacks. And we also definitely had to go through their craft section as well. The craft section happens to be right across from the toy section. That can be viewed as a good or bad thing. It's great for me when I'm at Daiso without my kids, but when I'm there with them, yeah, there's a tendency for us to linger in that section for a little bit too long. But overall, we had a good shopping trip.
Yep.
Little croissants. Little fake croissants. Get out my camera.
What are you doing? Hey, what are you filming, bro?
Just like when I go to Dollar Tree, I always find something new. This time in Daiso, I noticed that they have polymer clay. I'm thinking about going back and grabbing some. I didn't buy any, but yeah, I'm interested to try it. Here's some hooks. They have acrylic and metal hooks, and they're really pretty gold color. I didn't grab these either because I do not need more hooks right now. But maybe somebody watching this does or wants to go try shopping in Daiso. This little cute vacuum that Renee got actually makes noise.
It's just gonna pop around.
I managed to get about halfway done with my nails at the end of the day between doing all of the other things. Yeah. Here's a pile of laundry that I'm neglecting to fold. I'll get around to that when I get around to it. And then the next day, I just decided to get some stitching in, trying to see what it feels like to have my nails on again. And I like it. I like the feel of being in beautiful nails. If you tuned into my last pod, I'll put a link up in the info cards. If you tuned into my last pod, you saw that I was trying to find out which yarn I should use for my vest or my cardigan. I landed on this orange for my vest, and then the yarn just spoke to me in a different way. So now this orange yarn is going to become a turtleneck sweater. And I am in the market for some DK weight yarn for my vest. I definitely don't get enough stitching time in these days, and that's something that I really would like to change. And I guess the best way to change that is to just start stitching more. It's easier said than done though. This is the longest time that I've spent stitching in one sitting in a very long time. And mind you, this was only about maybe 10 to 15 minutes of stitching, and I filmed about 5 of it. And that's the longest time in a long time. That's pretty crazy to think about. This cute little manta ray is marking the difference between the sides for me. One side is the right side, one side's the wrong side, and they look really similar. I've gotten pretty far on this project, and as you can see, it is the turtleneck to a pullover sweater that I'm working on, and it's gonna be top down raglan style. So basically I'm gonna complete the neck, seam that up the back, and then begin stitching from the top down. These are my Chucky on Chucky shorts. I just decided to wear 2 different types of Chuckies just because I really saw that I lost my key for my Crocs, my G Chucky, because my socks or my Crocs used to say knitted together, and now it just says knitted. I need to get a new key to put on my coat. I'm grabbing some a basic drink pumpkin spice latte, and I went shopping for the first time in probably like 3 or 4 years. Like the last time I went shopping, I think it was before COVID. That's pretty crazy. Of course, you know, buy things online here and there. I don't really consider that like shopping. This is like just browsing, picking up things that stand out to me, trying them on, and seeing what fits, what works. I haven't done this in forever. I love shopping. Later this in the month, I don't even know what day any of this is, I made some really cute charms, and their hair changes color in the sun. This is a revamp of something that I made several years ago, and you know, I created new charms in the smaller size. I decided to go ahead and revamp the color changing hair charms as well. This is something that people loved, and
Okay.
I haven't sold that many of them yet, but I'm hoping that that changes soon. You can see them here out in the sunlight, soaking up the sunshine. Very cute, very cute. Alright, this concludes my Everything I Made in September video. I actually plan to do this for October as well, and it should be better because I'm actually starting out the month with this as a goal rather than thinking of the idea halfway through the month. With that in mind, filming can be more intentional. Please subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell, and until next time, thanks for watching.